Hi everyone, welcome to this video. And here I'll be just showing how to set up the web service toolkit, which is coming along with PPM 9.12, and how to create a sample web service program so that we can interact with the PPM over here. So here in this session, I have just logged into the virtual machine where I have PPM installed, PPM 9.12, and I have it running on port number 8080, and you can see the URL over here. And I do have the Eclipse installed, and Eclipse copied over, and it's here in the Eclipse folder. So let me open that. So let me create a brand new workspace so that we can start from scratch. So let me select C drive and make a new folder in the C drive. Let's call it PPM workspace, and click on OK. Meanwhile, the Eclipse is loading. Let us go to the toolkit, which is coming along with the PPM. So here is the zipped version, and I have unzipped it, and it's there. So we have the toolkit for Java here, and if you look at the directory structure, actually we have the bin directory, which contains few batch files, and for Unix version you have the .sh file. So once you set up everything in Eclipse, you will be able to use this you will be able to customize these command files, and you'll be able to call the Java web services directly from the command prompt after copying it to any server you want to deploy into. And that's about bin directory. And in the client directory, you have all the source files. So here you can see it's for the demand management, financial management, and for all the modules you have the Java files over here. And once you compile the folders, you'll be able to see one more folder over here, which is called the classes file, classes directory. So it's not present there now. So once we compile and set up the web service, we'll be able to see that directory over here. And the conf directory, this is a very important directory which contains the client.access client-access2.xml file, which actually has the definition or of how to connect to the PPM, and what kind of authentication to be used, whether it should follow encryption or whatever. Those settings are actually inside this particular file. And you can see all the WSDL definitions, XSD files, and everything. For all the configuration settings for the toolkit is available in this directory. And another one is the lib directory, where you have all the jar files related to Access framework, and specifically for PPM and the Rampart modules. And we have additional folders for specific configuration. So that's about the toolkit. And now let's see whether the Eclipse is open. Yes, the Eclipse is open now, and let's close the welcome window. And now let's try to import the folder here, import the project which is coming along with the toolkit here. So let's go to the import, and let's click on the existing project into workspace, then click on next. And now let's select the root directory where we want to search for project. So you know that it's in the toolkit directory. So let's go to the toolkit directory and let's go to the web service toolkit. Let's select that folder and click on OK, and the Eclipse is able to find the project, and you can check on copy the projects into workspace so that we will get a brand new project copied into the new workspace we created. And now click on the finish button. So it's still importing the project. Okay, after importing the project, you see here you have some issues with the library files or something like that. Let's see what is missing. So you can see one of the files, that is Geronimo file, is actually missing from the library files, and let's see what we can do about that. And for removing this conflict, actually you can go to right click on the project and click on project properties, and here you have the Java build path. Let's go to the libraries, and let's remove all the library files, and we'll re-add that all. Can just leave the last one so that we won't miss the default one. So just remove it. Okay, and now let us add all the jar files as external files. So now if I go to the seat, and let's go to the workspace for which we had created earlier. It was PPM workspace, and let's go to the project, and here in this library, here you just select all the jar files, and similarly you can do for the others. The reason we are doing this is it was not able to attach all the jar files on the first time for some reason, so we are just doing it manually only for the first time. And finally we are just clicking. Okay. And now we will add the missing file as well. So at this point, let's see what is missing. So we can see the Geronimo file, okay, it looks like we have all the files. Let's go to the workspace from here. So you can still see that the Geronimo file is still missing. So we can add that file manually.